Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm back with another mixed media project for CrafTangles, and this time I decided to just create a simple journal page. What I have in mind is something patina, something vintage, minimal elements, and just an easy, fun, simple page. So what I will be using is the CrafTangles Vintage Rosette 6x6 paper packs, and from this I have chosen this particular paper just for my paper layers. Apart from that, I will be using the jumbled numbers as well as the honeycomb, this hexagonal pattern stencil for my texture. So to begin with, I'm going to prime the surface, and for this I'm just going to use the CrafTangles white gesso. With my page primed, what I want to do is I want to have my composition and focal element over here in the bottom corner, and just slightly towards the edges of the paper I am going to create some texture using this honeycomb stencil, but I will be applying some acrylic soft gloss gel, so that will create a really nice resist effect for me later. So with that done, I have a nice little texture. I will be using the same stencil again later. For now, this is enough. Now I'm going to bring in my paper, tear it into random size strips, and start gluing it with the same acrylic soft gloss gel and create a nice layered composition. With that done, I'm just going to go in back with the white gesso and lightly cover all of this to blend it in the page. Now to add my colors, I am going to be using the Patina effect set from CrafTangles. So I already have all the colors open here with the mint green, the dark blue, there's the light blue and the metallic, which is like a copper. So my idea being to gently add color one at a time, get it flowing, and then just keep it more pastel, subtle. That's what I have in mind. And now, while that's still wet, I'm going to go in with this stencil, just offset it a bit and add some darker areas with the darker paint. So that's a look at the background, and you can see how that gel stencil kind of resists the paint and leaves a nice watercolor effect at the edges. So now for my page, I decided to pick out some elements from the CrafTangles Wanderlust element pack, and these are very handy, especially for pages like this where you can just cut out and create some focal elements. So I quite like how this looks, and what I'm first going to do is just use some of my Finnabair background stamps and stamp with black ink to create a little bit of a contrast. Now I would like to just bring in some color with my stamping and do a slight watercolor stamping. So I'm just going to mist my stamp with water and gently, first using the light green with the paintbrush, adding it to the stamp, and I will stamp that. So that's going to be very subtle, yet bring in the color of the background, more enhanced with this abstract pattern. So now I can bring in my contrast, my metallic, and I'm going to do that using the same honeycomb stencil and randomly adding a few metallic accents here and there. Now time to just add a little splatter of the colors. So I'm going to just mist it with water and splatter it. So with that done, my background is complete and all I need to do is add my focal elements. But first I want to sort of distress the edges of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first distress it with black and then run my finger using copper penny CrafTangles wax for that metallic touch. I also have some random jute cord which I would like to just add below my focal, and I am going to be using some foam tape to add dimension and complete my page with a little bit of sequins. And that completes my journal page. Quick, easy, super fun. And I'm just going to bring it up so you can see the details. I have really enjoyed creating this. Sometimes pages like these are just so therapeutic. I do hope that you too have enjoyed this quick tutorial, and do hit the thumbs up because that really shows us how much you enjoy what we create, and it constantly keeps us inspired and motivated. Until the next time, take care and bye-bye.